Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Riders on the Storm. Before we go around and say hello to our wonderful players this week, please take a moment to check out the opening links, which are currently being spammed in chat. And I've just realized I haven't updated the tweet yet, so I will do that as we go around. But yeah, check out all of our social links, places you can go to support us, all of the wonderful things that we do. And check out our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, both of whom are our sponsors to make this all possible, especially Mage Hand Press for this stream, because this is their content. We're playing the Weird West expansion, which is made by Mage Hand Press, whose thing happens to be over in the corner there right now, the hand with the finger. And yeah, also a bunch of discounts, a bunch of stores, if you have the mind to click on them. Let's go around and say hello to everyone, and if we could do it popcorn initiative style, where you guys pass on to someone else, that'd be fantastic, so I can go and update the tweet, because whoops. Let's start with Mackenzie.
Oh, hi! Okay, so yeah, I'm Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. I also go by Mac, and I will be playing Jin Harker, the rootinest, tootinest, shootinest warlock in the Wild Wild West, who is, we found out last episode, is a sad drunk and makes bad romance decisions. So as per usual, everything is fine. And we'll go pop down to Gamer Mojo 13659. Oh, hi!
Hello there. I'm Joe, or better known as Mojo, Gamer Mojo 13659 on Twitter, and I am playing Lou. Lou, the Sunstone Monk, or, as I have been named, Lucifin Malzunt Diozon Balzea Apise. But please, for the sake of my sanity, call me Lou. V. Fergie, could you please take it away?
Sure, thank you very much. Hi, my name is V. Fergie. My Twitter handle is V. Fergie, and I go by they and them, and I will be playing Ray Best. You'll get to see how he is. And what about you, Milady Saito? Am I saying that right? Okay.
No, you're great. Perfect. My name is Milady Saito, and I will be playing Ro, or further known as Death Ro. She is a hell-raising gunslinger who is okay with murdering people as long as she doesn't have to see them come back from the dead. That would be preferred. Last episode, she is now added to her checklist of things as putting undead creatures back to death, so that's pretty good. She's got 2 of them underneath her belt.
This is true. 2 under your belt now, yeah. Yes, last episode we had Stanton Creed appear, and Ro outdrank them. Outdrank Stanton Creed, so the player lived to see another day. I've already warned the characters today that I don't have a whole bunch of plot planned for them, because they've got shit tons sitting in their pockets that we need to get through. So who would like to go first? Lou and Ray, you will be arriving on the stagecoach shortly, and I'll have the mayor speak to you. But before that, it's the next morning. Ro, please roll me a D100. And Jin, tell us where you would wake up in the morning.
Oh boy, Jin's being sad. Honestly, I'm kind of certain after what happened last time, Jin probably went on a walk to a middle of heckin' nowhere, made up a little campfire using prestidigitation, and looked at the old photo of her and Malcolm until she fell asleep because she was sad.
Aww.
And I think that's where you would wake up.
In the middle of nowhere, yep, pretty much.
Yep.
With the photo still in my hand. I'm in a mild headache, because that's the drunkest she's gotten.
It's a dusty morning. You can smell the smell of sausages cooking.
Wait, near? Far?
You can hear them crackling away.
Can I try and find where?
Yeah, as you look up, you can see Johnny sitting at your campfire. Campfire's blaring.
What the hell do you want?
Well, good morning, Miss Jen. This time I'm here on official business.
I'm sorry for threatening to blow up your house. Does that help?
Not really.
Then I'll take my hell apology back. Whatever. What do you want?
No, I'm sent by the boss man.
What does he want?
Well, he wants you to hurry up and get that vessel to him. You've been holding on to it for a few days now. And, he's got another job for you. But of course, we can't do business here. You need to come back to the post office.
Then why ain't you at the post office?
Well, because when a mark don't turn up for a few days, someone's got to go and hunt the bounty hunter, as it were. And unfortunately, it was my sorry ass that picked it up this time.
How many of you around here?
You can count them on one hand. Count them on one finger. Unless you count yourself.
I'd rather not.
Well, like it or not, you're an agent of his.
Alright, I'll see you at the post office at whatever ungodly hour it opens.
For you, it'll open at any time, really. But the official hours are opening midday until 3, but we're going to take an hour's break at 1 p.m.
Alright, I'll storm my ass in there at some point.
Alright, well. I made some sausages.
Why?
Don't you eat?
Do you?
Of course I eat. What do you think I am? Look, just because I'm some sort of demonic entity doesn't mean that I don't have to eat and drink and get along just like everyone else. I got bills to pay.
I'll literally never see you leave the post office except for that one time when we went to your shitty house.
That, if I recall, is because you came and broke into my post office during opening hours, and then I took you back to my house outside of opening hours because you never paid any interest to me outside of opening hours because you're always in that damn saloon or off doing jobs.
Alright, fair point. Fair. Fine. Whatever. To be fair, the hole in the back of your safe thing was already there. That wasn't me.
Yeah, I'm surprised, actually. I know for a fact that your next target isn't the culprit. Look,
You know who my next target is?
No, not particularly. It comes in a sealed envelope. I don't want to be getting in trouble by opening letters I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Don't you realize that's against the law? Opening another person's post?
Don't you realize I don't care?
Well, look. Fine, whatever. Look, I made sausages. I'm taking a couple for myself, but I left you one. I'm heading back to town. I would say have a nice day, but honestly, you've been more insulting than anything else.
I've had the worst hangover I've ever had in a long time, so just give me a moment.
He just sort of shakes his head and starts riding back to town.
Rude. I will eat one of the sausages. Grumpily. Very grumpily.
Delightful. A chorizo sausage, lightly spiced.
She does not want to enjoy it, but she does.
Why don't we pan across to Ro? Ro, you rolled reasonably well on the table today. Where do you wake up?
Well, she had a rough night. She didn't sleep much, actually. She blacked out for a good while. Found herself. She has no idea how she got into the barn, but she was in the barn in her normal spot. Had a bad dream. Woke up and hasn't really slept since. Has been sitting, with their feet hanging off the rafters, just looking at waiting for the time to go by, and just thinking. And just thinking like this.
And because of a modify memory spell, the only thing you can clearly recall from last night is beheading a bear wearing a crown. The bear was made of pudding.
So I don't remember spilling my guts at all, basically.
It would seem not. No, thanks to the hangover table, you remember beheading a bear.
So she's never been, just like, is there anything that she remembers at all? Like, even in the beginning? Does she remember taking on...
You'll remember taking on Staten Creed, but you don't remember how it turned out. You do remember beheading a bear, though. Definitely a bear.
So she's just staring. She's like, well, didn't die. I never not remembered. So she's like really uneasy about the concept. Normally she has like a little bit of pictures here and there. Is there anything that gives me away of anything that happened last night that in my little makeshift bunk that I have made of this barn?
Probably not until you see someone else to make a comment, I would say.
So she's waiting. She has plans. So she will immediately what she's gonna do first is she needs to go buy some horses. Because she needs to get out of Dodge. So she gets down and she'll go straight towards the horse people. And she's gonna need to get some paper and pen. She ain't gonna get any paper and pen. Is there any paper and pen of any sorts up in the barn?
Yeah, we'll say amongst your possessions there's some at least a pencil and a pen and some paper.
Okay, cool. So she's gonna mark down her letters real quick that she has to get sent out. And all of them that she's writing aren't, like, uncommon. Like, undercommon. Just, like, and she's not... One of them is going straight almost to, like, the just bad area. So she's got, like, 4 letters that she's sending out. And she sticks them in her pocket. Hopefully not to drop any. Put them in her pocket. And then she heads towards the horse place. Because as dawn would come up, like, the second she sees it, people should be opening up, she's heading that way, and she goes around the barn as to not run into the druid or Terrence or Jin or anyone else, just in the most weirdest way possible.
Yeah, sure, and you can see the stable, well, not really the stable, the paddock owner over a little way away. A short person, a goblin, in fact.
Walks up and she says, I need to buy like 3 horses.
3 horses?
Yeah. What is wrong with your ears? That's how she feels, like a little bit of deja vu. A little bit. Pauses. No, yes, I need to buy 3 horses.
Yeah, I can sort you out with it.
Okay. I need to get 2 fancy ones, and then other one you can give me just a fast one. As fast as you can.
Oh, fancy ones, they're gonna cost you. You know that, don't you?
I mean, I assume so. How much are your horses?
Well, my run-of-the-mill horses are 200 gold. But if you want the fancy horses, then we're gonna have to look at, I'll tell you what, I can do you a deal since you're buying 2. Let's call it 800 gold for the pair. That's mare's mind. If you want stallions, it'd be more.
She's gonna look at her pocket. She's like, how much do I have left from last night?
Not a whole lot.
Well, you need to save me 2 of those horses and your fast horse, and I will be right back. I need to drop off some things at the mail place.
All right, I'll get one of the boys to separate them out.
And she's thinking to herself as she turns a little bit, and there's like this small darkness that wipes over. She's like, I bet I could just shoot him and walk away with them. She just keeps walking.
As you head back into town, you can hear the mayor greeting the latest arrivals off the stagecoach. Ray and Lou, you'll be getting off the stagecoach. In front of you is a sort of a half-elven man with a top hat on and a small waistcoat and a jacket. And he's like, now, good morning.
Morning.
I called you here today for important business.
Oh. How so?
Well, a couple of nights back, our post office got robbed. All the money's gone.
Oh. How? Oh, who could have done this?
Welcome to the academy. Please take your seats.
Good morning. And yeah, robbed, you say? Wow. Oh,
Yes, indeed. Yes, sirree, robbed, sir.
okay. How much did it take, and how did they take it?
All of it. I don't know. Rightly.
Oh,
You know how the post office is. They don't like you to meddle in their affairs.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Yes, clearly. Shifty eyes. So are there any leads into this robbery or anything?
Now, I'm glad that you asked. Now, follow me around the back here. And he's going to lead you, if you'll follow, around to the back of the post office.
Just
Rayo followed along.
kind of follow, kind of put his hands behind his head, just kind of casually walking around, tail like kind of swishing in the motion.
Now, you can see this here back wall, and as you come around the corner, you can see this wall has a large hole in the center, and it looks like white rings that have been painted like a target on it, with the hole somewhere near the middle.
Oh my.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
very artful and inventive.
You know, I keep looking at it every single way, but I'm not sure if it's a clue or not.
I mean, if this was an art piece, this is definitely one of the more creative things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Before we go in, I would take you through the hole, but we should probably go and clear it with the post office staff first.
That
Unfortunately,
might be wise.
I think I saw Johnny leaving this morning. He tends to run the place. I don't know if Mildred's in yet. We can go and knock, though.
Yeah, it's better not go knock so we don't get shot and everything so early in the morning.
Please leave forward.
I'd hate to get shot before midday.
It doesn't really do good and everything.
I mean, getting shot, not getting shots. Oh, you got me excited there for a second.
Rayo kind of look at him a little bit.
And yes, so let's go round to the front here of the post office. And Ro, you can be turning up to the post office around the same time. That was your destination, correct?
Yep. Once you realize she's not as well off as she thought she was, she's just pulling out her flask, taking a couple drinks. Is it open?
The mayor knocks on the door, and a small face comes out, an older woman. She said, "We're not open until midday."
Oh, aren't you just adorable?
Ro's gonna speak up in like in the most slightly hungover voice. You ain't open to normal people, but you gonna send out my letters.
Now, Ro,
Oh.
come on, you can't threaten the postal couriers. They, you know how uppity they get. They're already down to 2 working hours a day. We can't afford for them to get much less.
Look, I thought you were open for Underdark people, like, all the time.
She sort of looks around, looks at the newcomers, and is like,
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you better let me in.
you hear the sound of a bolt sliding, followed by a key turning, a chain undoing, another bolt unsliding, another lock undoing, another chain undoing, 2 more bolts, and 1 more key. And then she opens the door.
And then she's gonna look back at everyone else. She's like, "The post office is closed. Come back at a later time." She's walking and shut the door right behind her.
I can
Well,
see
she
why
must
they
be
had to
very
open the
important.
door. I can see why they blew open the hole in the back. This place is locked.
I can see why. They really wanted to know.
Jin, you
Yes.
can be, if you're heading back to town, you can be arriving around this time. get you all together.
Yeah, Jin's heading back. Bleary-eyed and headache-ridden, and also angry at a lot of things.
And you probably arrived just in time to see Ro push past the mayor and these two new people into the post office, I think.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Jin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to talk lower.
You know, if John is back yet, I gotta give him something to deliver.
Apparently, it's closed.
Yeah, but this like really important lady had it open a little bit and then it closed again.
Yeah, I really wish you would have shared some of that flask. It smelled intoxicating.
It was probably alcohol.
Exactly. Haven't had a good drink in a while.
No, please don't mention that. Please, I'm done.
I mean, there's nothing better than just sitting back with a nice glass of whiskey and just relaxing.
No, there's a lot of things that are better than that. Just
Oh, you are correct.
knocks on the door.
Scotch.
It had to be a little bit of scotch, maybe a thimble or something. But yeah, scotch is good.
No offense to y'all. I don't want to touch alcohol for another week right now.
Oh, you had a little bit too much?
Yeah, we could say that.
A wild night in the Wild West?
It was so wild. Yep. Uh-huh.
By the way,
No.
I'll cart ride with that. It gets old.
And the door opens this time, and it's Johnny. Good morning, Jin. Mayor, you must be here as well. Well, come on in, and all of y'all, and we'll sort things out. And the mayor will come in, leading Lou and Ray, if you wish to follow. And he's like, are we okay to just take free reign of the place, Johnny, while you sort out your customers? Well, yeah, but my riding, we're not even supposed to be open yet, so you carry on, Mayor, and I'll sort out Jin. All right, well, you just come on back this way. The safe's this way. They blew right into the safe wall.
Oh. Must be using explosives. Boomies.
Is the safe still unlocked, Johnny? No, but the key's on the door. We keep it locked in case people try and break in at night. Very wise. Well, here you are. It takes you towards this back room. See the keys here? See a big wooden safe door with a hole. You open the door and there's a hole in the back. All the shelves are empty.
That's a pretty good size hole. Even from this side.
Can I kind of check the room just to see if there's any footprints or anything?
Sure. Why don't you give me a perception check or an investigation check?
And I'd like to do the same too.
Sure thing.
Okay.
So perception or investigation?
Your choice.
Okay.
Oof. 8.
Yeah. And I'm technically good at that too.
8 and a 6. The safe door opens to reveal a room with a hole in the back wall, and all the shelves are empty.
My God. Who could have done this? I kind of say in an exaggerated fashion.
Well, I'm not sure, but we found this at the scene, and it is a bottle for black whiskey.
So don't tempt me with a good time. I'm technically on the job.
No, it's
Wink.
empty. It's empty. But this was found here at the scene.
So maybe the bartender did it?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't like to assume. I'm not a lawmaker or anything like that, and I'm honestly hiring you two to be detectives because we're on short supply. If you think the bartender is the best lead, then I'll leave it up to you. But we will have to judge whoever we nail down as the prime suspect by the end of the episode.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Mayor Meta.
Right?
You're welcome. Got about
Will
2
do.
hours.
Well, we'll make the 2 hours the best 2 hours ever. So there we go. Even if we string up the wrong person, it'll be fine.
I mean, I would prefer to get the right man or woman or whomever that they... Anywho, I'd like to get the right one.
True.
Tell me, Mr. Mayor, do you have any notable... not notable, what's the word I'm thinking of? My comment's not that great. Like any reoccurring criminals or anybody who prefers whiskey over, I don't know, ale or something?
Well, let's see. There was that business with old Joe getting blown up a couple of weeks back, but we never found the culprit. And I mean, Ro raises hell here and there, but she mostly just gets into fights. I think this is a bit big for her, in my opinion. But she is a whiskey drinker, come to that. She does enjoy spirits over ale. And other than that, there's a few people in the saloon that could be, that could well be, people. There is Melvin Woods, the lumberjack. Emery, the eviscerator. Although they're more of a fighter, a gladiator than anything else. And
So no really right good leads on a scoundrel scallywag.
I mean, not that I would point the finger at dead on to anyone.
Does this robe lady attract the scoundrels and scallywags?
She does end up interacting with a mighty lot of them, actually, now you mention it. Often going out, and she served as our sheriff for a time because she was so quick to the gun. But she does fraternize with all sorts of types, usually getting into fights, I must admit.
But she would reckon to have more experience of knowing who the scoundrels and scallywags are versus you.
Oh, I'd say so, yes.
My finger on the pulse when it comes to there's more seedier types here would definitely be a decent place to check out.
Well, I'll leave it to you. I'm gonna head back and get some light clerical duties done. Clerical as in Clark.
Mayoratorial?
I mean paperwork. I'm not a minister, is what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Tragic.
And let's pan across to Ro first.
So Ro needs to she follows this older woman to the desk, so I assume that she's gonna walk around the desk, right?
Mm-hmm. She walks behind.
Okay, I need these 4 letters sent out. She pushes them forward. Two of them are to sketchy areas, like very, very sketchy areas. One of them is to a somewhat decent area, and the other one is not so great either. So it's a middle ground. So we're talking like 2 really bad letters, 2, one almost bad, and the other one like it could be anything.
Well, I mean, this just seems like a normal post job.
Don't lose those. Those are pretty important.
Well, okay. Be 3 coppers for the one up top, 5 for this one, and a silver each for the ones going down below.
That's fair. She'll actually toss like 10 gold.
Wait a minute. We don't have any change at the minute because someone stole all our gold. So I can only take the correct change. We can't have our books being out of stock.
she's gonna lean in and she's gonna say, "You can keep the rest, old woman. I just need to make."
No, excuse me, but no, I cannot. We have to have the correct change. I don't have a change, especially not change for $10. Now, we need the correct change, and also, if you could please just put all the envelopes on the scales, just to make sure that none of them are exceeding the weight limit.
You're exceeding my patience limit. That's what you're exceeding.
Oh, I don't make the rules. And if you want your posted, you gotta abide by the rules.
You're a very brave old woman for talking to me like that after seeing those addresses.
Well, Ro, yes indeed, but if you would rather entrust it to any passing drow or dark gnome and make sure they don't see if they don't eat it before they get down there, then you're welcome to. The rules are the rules.
Fine. You codger. She takes it a little angrily a little bit and drops them on the scale. How much?
One at a time.
She takes 3 off.
Yep, that one's fine.
Takes the next one on.
Yep, that one's fine.
Takes the next one on.
Yep, that one's fine, thank you.
Takes that one off. Puts that one on.
Yes, these are all within the weight limit.
Well, hallelujah! Now let's get
the letters through the window, through this size slot, just to make sure they're the correct size. One at a time again, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Absolutely, if that's what it takes to send these letters out, I will positively put this envelope through your no reason needed slot.
Why, thank you. Now,
What's
we
another one?
know that here at the Underworld Mail that people prefer professionalism above all else, and our lawful neutral tendencies are here for everyone at any time. Yes, that is still going to be, let's see, what did I say? 3 coppers for the little one, 5 for that one, and so that's 2 silver pieces and 8 coppers, please.
And there's no way I can get you to put any additional carrier on those letters to make sure that I know that they got there and they're safe. Surely there's...
Why, yes, you can. For 50% of the price, we can ensure...
50%?
Ensure that your envelope gets there. We can get it signed by the recipient. And if you put a return address on the back, they will come back. That will be an extra, let me see now, 1 silver and 3 coppers, which would make a total of 3 silvers and 11 coppers, or 4 silvers and 1 copper, if you please.
Just to prove that it gets there? This is the highest this? No wonder you were... Oh!
It just means they have to sign for it. We actually have to put it in their hand and not just drop it at the address.
Yeah, well, how are you gonna get to me? You're gonna... Do you see that? Is there a window?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she puts her face... Do you see that 3rd letter?
I do, yes.
I should be in that town by...
Well, you are not in that town. If you're going to that town, you can still cancel this transaction and take the letter yourself, if that's what you're telling me.
Jesus. Now, what, can you make sure that notification gets to me in that town?
The notification will come back to the return address.
It doesn't have a return address.
Well, I'm gonna have to post them back through then for you to put a return address on them, otherwise you cannot get the additional service.
I don't have an address, woman!
Well then, I don't see how you can... Maybe you can get them returned to another address.
Okay, so do you see that address that's on the 3rd letter?
So you want the address on the 3rd letter to be the return address and the recipient's address?
Yes.
Well, why don't you just take it to that place yourself if that's where you're gonna be?
She puts her hands down and she says in undercommon, because it says that I'm coming to murder them, and it's better that it doesn't say that I'm gonna be there. So just take the letter and ship it.
All right. Well, okay. So we can put a return address of that address on the other 3, but on that one we won't be able to. Now that is one of the 1 silver ones, so we'll take off 5 coppers, which means we're back down to 3 silvers and 6 coppers.
Fine.
Do you have the right change? Like I said, we lost all of our cash the other night, so we can't give any change right now.
How much letters do I have to send out to equal at least 1 gold?
Well, it depends where you're sending them.
How much to your house?
Well, my house is just over there. You could walk over there and put it in my house.
I want specifically for someone to deliver these letters to your house.
We'd probably call it a copper for same town delivery.
So how many of these letters?
To make it up to a gold?
Yes, old woman.
Let's see now. 3 silvers and 6 coppers, so that'll be 7, 8, 9, 4 coppers, that's 4. And then 10 per silver, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that'll be 64 letters. Do you have 64 envelopes? We can sell you envelopes if you please.
She's like, you know what? Why don't you? How many envelopes do I have to buy from you to equal 1 gold?
Well, we sell our envelopes for a copper apiece too, so you could buy 32 and then have 32 letters sent.
Let's do it.
Provided your pen doesn't run out. We sell pens for 3 coppers.
Let's just do it. If I have to send out blank papers to you, that's fine.
And we'll say that between the 2 of you, you can work it out. But as we might have portrayed by this scene, it's extremely long, incredibly tedious, and the post office from hell. At the next window, Jin. Johnny sits behind the counter.
That stupid little car you sent me kind of got crushed, and I produced the poor shattered remains of a wooden carriage and just sort of dump it on the counter. But I got the thing in the antenna.
All right.
Put that off the gun.
Well, that's fine. Please make sure that all parts of the vessel are within the box.
Yeah, I picked them all up.
And then puts his thumb down, and the vessel gets sucked into the desk, and you see like a rush of smoke, and it disappears. And now this envelope is for you.
Do I get a special fancy thing this time, or is it just this?
Just this, it seems.
Fantastic. I'm so happy. Give.
Sorry?
Give it.
I'm holding it through the letter. Just take it, damn it.
Grab it. Alright, how dangerous are the contents of this? Can I open them here, or do I have to go to some remote location to open it, because Mr. Boss Man don't want me showing everyone else?
I'm afraid, Jin, that information is confidential, and I won't know. It's for your eyes only. If you would like to err on the side of caution, you may. If you want to open it here, you may. At the moment, it seems like there's only Ro and Mildred in here. Except for those who went out the back.
Yeah, hell. I'll open it.
Your next target... hang on. Let me just check my notes for the name. It simply says, your next target is Baron Vismark.
That's it?
At the bottom it will say, leader of the gang you've previously encountered. Current known whereabouts, blank pass.
By gang I previously encountered, is that the Snake Eyes, or is that the undead one with the Minotaur?
Doesn't specify.
Oh, fun. Fun. When she sees blank pass, Jin goes a little pale. Huh. Fancy that. No vessel? Is it just a shooting thing? Nothing?
Hang on a second, I'll see if there's any more special instructions for you. And he heads back over to a pigeonhole and opens it up and goes, oh, well, there is one thing in here. It's kind of tiny. He just pulls out a toothpick. And passes this wooden toothpick towards you. Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, fine. It's fine. Take it.
Yeah. I know that the boss wouldn't have given that to you unless it was real important.
Yeah, shut up! Sick of that boss.
Well, if our business is closed, Jin, I'm not usually open at this hour, so I'd like to close shop. I can already hear the townspeople gathering because they heard the post office is open.
I'll give him the bad news. Wahoo! Have a nice day.
Good day.
Shouldn't freaking. It's fair. Jin just kind of takes the envelope, folds it up, and just shoves it in her bag. She walks out, I guess. Doesn't really go anywhere in particular. She just kind of goes out and then is just sort of thinking.
Okay.
She's thinking over a lot of things right now.
So let's head back over to Ray and Lou as I guess you'll start leaving the post office to go to your next lead. As you leave, you will be hearing Ro having this extended debate with Mildred.
Do you think it's that Ro woman that they were telling, the mayor was telling us about?
DM question. Did he give, did the mayor, give a description of Ro, or just kind of just say her name?
Yeah, we'll say he just gestured at her as he
Oh,
described
okay.
her. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Well, do you think that it'd be okay if we talk to her now? Because she seems to be having quite the debate with the post office, the person. I mean, you know.
You know what? Go right ahead. I'll be right here.
Well, okay, Mr. Liu. As long as you're backing me up, I have nothing to fear. But fear itself.
Yes, I've got very quick hands.
I'm more of the Amy sort. So yeah. So Ray'll kind of make his way to over to Ro and wait for a moment before he says
9, 10 envelopes. 1, 2, 3.
Do I have to be here while you're counting them?
5. What, you think I'm writing the addresses on myself?
Do I have to pay extra for that?
7, 8, 9, 20.
Okay, I'm just. You know what? I'll just get a head start. I tap who was pointed out as Ro on the shoulder, real quick.
Yep.
It's all you.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me.
One at a time, please. One at a time.
Oh, I was wanting to talk to the lady here, not you.
The
Oh,
good
well.
thing, because you be here all freaking day trying to get information from this one.
Information?
Oh,
Do you want me to cancel this transaction and get you
Don't
some
you
information?
do it. Nope. Nope, Codger. I just want you to send out my letter, so you just keep counting.
Oh, I lost count. Oh, I have to start again. Scoops up all the envelopes.
This is why I don't like using the mail system.
2.
yeah.
How can I help you?
It needs some gnomish invention to make it better. We were informed by the mayor that the post office was robbed, and we've been hired, me and my compatriot there, to find the thieving people. And well, we were told that you were once upon a time the sheriff of this here town, and we thought that maybe you might have a little more knowledge versus him that has know about scallywags and scoundrels.
When I'm introduced, I do a very flamboyant bow.
And by the way, my name is Ray Best. Tips his little hat. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, how I love these parts of introductions. Nous sommes Malzéans, diao son Balzéan apisse, but please, you can call me Lou.
Probably for your safety that I call you Lou. I ain't gonna say all that
Oh,
correctly.
Oh, please, it is awfully dreadful, and I curse the one who gave me it, but Lou suffices thusly.
She goes to put her little flask away. Well, do you
Sure.
say that out loud?
Yeah, I actually do.
You like the spirits?
Yes I do. What's all in there?
It's a surprise. And she's gonna pass you the flask. Well, and then she looks at the little one.
I
What can
love surprises. Can I try some too?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay.
I have no idea what's in it. I think it's like, I don't know what it does. I think it's called, I haven't used it since I gotten it. It's called Jimmy Sons. I don't know. I got this bottle on episode 1.
like Jameson. Okay, awesome.
It's DC 15 Constitution save, please.
Okay. And how do I do that?
Just,
Over on your character sheet, you should see underneath proficiency bonus, it says the saving throws box. Just click on Constitution.
it's
Okay. Just my constitution.
Just Constitution. You should just be able to click on the word and it should roll for you.
Okay. I was clicking the wrong one. So there we go.
hey.
Nat 20. You only get 1 level of drunkenness. A pleasant buzz fills your head. This is a nice drink.
Oh, this is so nice. Thank you, Miss Rowe. Do you want me to call you Miss Rowe or just Rowe?
Call me Death Row. If you're gonna call me any title, that's what I earned.
Okay, well, pleased to meet you, Death Row. My name, as I said, Ray Best, and thank you for the drink. This is really good. Do you want some, Lou? It's good.
Oh, I can't turn my way from new liquors. I'm gonna take a little tiny swig.
Sure. Also a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I'm gonna fail. I just know it.
There we
Yeah,
go.
4.
Uh,
Yeah, I figured.
So, please take, I believe, for whiskey. Thank you very much, Rock. A reroll for Lou, just for being able to say that name so smoothly. So you have a reroll. You can use it now if you want to.
So is that going to be for the rest of the session, or just for the rest of the day kind of thing?
For the rest of the session, anytime you roll a roll, anytime a dice hits the table, you can call for it to be re-rolled. Doesn't matter which person rolls it. Doesn't matter whose dice it is.
I'll just bank that.
Cool. Failing that, you suffer 2 levels of drunkenness, which means a pleasant buzz fills your head, and your passive perception drops by 5.
Oh man. Okay. He's just gonna. He looks like he gets taken aback by a little bit. Just kind of quickly gets back on his feet. My, the spirits in this area are just to die for. I hand the flask back.
Yeah, they're really kicking, aren't they?
Oh, kicking is one thing that I should know best.
Excuse me. You can't drink in here. This is the post office.
Aren't you supposed to be counting?
Well, no, not if you're drinking in here. I have to cancel your transaction.
Oh, madam, I am so sorry.
Apologies. Please don't cancel the transaction on our accord. Please continue. Please. Because,
She's gonna look back at the old,
All right.
old lady and she's gonna say,
I lost count of the envelopes again. I'll start over.
the fear of making her lose count again, she's gonna be like, oh, I could just say something. She's gonna look back. So how can I help you?
Well, we were informed that you knew about some of the more seedier parts of this area, especially so we can mostly to help in our little investigation. I'm sure you noticed the gigantic hole in the wall.
Yeah, you're saying something about someone robbed the post office. She looks back. She says, I could understand why they would do something so spiteful.
Well, I wouldn't really think it's spiteful. I'm guessing they just wanted the contents of the safe, which that's a bit more obvious in this case. By the way, madam, you are just a doll. Do you know about it? Apparently the only form of evidence that was found was a bottle of whiskey. Empty bottle, for that matter. Do you know of anybody in this area that's partakes in that's part of any gangs or groups?
To be honest, everyone partakes in whiskey around here. It's the liquor of choice.
It is a very acquired taste, but it is delicious. Oh, sorry, I could have swore I saw two of you for 2 seconds there. My bad.
It's my double personality.
She does have a very, very double personality. Yeah, big personality. Yes, thank you.
I appreciate that. So you want to know who's bad and who's good around here?
Yes, please. The scoundrels and the scallywags, especially the ones that like this particular vintage, and Ray will tell you the name of the particular whiskey brand.
Just look down. Are you asking who could drink that? Well, I mean,
oh yes,
more or less. Any notable groups, people that could make a hole about that size? It's practically a new door.
and possibly someone that's dumb enough to be drinking while they're robbing a place.
Ooh, that's also a good thing to go off of.
So they have to be dumb, and they have to drink this specific whiskey.
Not really the specific.
Yeah, no. Just an example, because
people who like to drink on the job, so to speak.
I'm gonna tell you, people blowing out of this town so quickly, it's possible that whoever robbed this place probably got out of Dodge a long time ago. I've seen 6 people, 7 people. Maybe. Okay, so I could probably count about 10 people that are already gone in the last week. Come in and come out just as quick as a saloon doors open and swoosh back. Barely even get their last name before they're already heading back on the cart.
Perhaps we should check the area then. Look for, for any kind of, any clues or any eyewitness accounts.
That's a good idea, Mr. Liu. That's a really good idea.
Just Lou, please.
Okay, Lou.
No,
okay.
No need for formalities.
If I were you, what I would do is I would look into neighboring towns and see if there's any people spending more money than they should have.
That's also a good idea, Miss Defro. That's a very good idea.
Not that I would want to be sheriff in any town ever, but that's what I would do. Is I would look for people who have a little too much money on their hands. And she's gonna look at her money and be like, I could probably use it. By chance, I have to buy 2 horses, buy a dog. Are you getting paid for this gig?
It's more of a. So, like, from my understanding, it was more of a, what was discussed for this reward for this job?
Good question.
Because, we were just coming in.
They brought you along, I guess. It's up to you. It could be for the exposure, as detectives. It could also be for an amount of gold.
Oh, you're pro bono, bro.
Well, let's just say it's more of a reward. It's more of a hearsay thing. Whatever they feel like we are, like the amount of work or the quality of work, that's how much they reward us. It's not that great.
Plus, there's a chance that we might get to shoot somebody.
That too.
I do like shooting people, but I like to shoot people for money. Ain't no one risking my life but myself, and I ain't doing it for cheap.
Says the former sheriff.
That's why I'm the former sheriff.
Oh, I see. So being a sheriff is not that profitable. Good to note.
Yeah. No.
I think it's something a bit deeper, but I'm not gonna pry.
I'll have you know, they didn't even tell me I had a house until way later on. Then they gave it to someone else.
That's terribly rude. That's very rude.
Not like I was sleeping anyways. Houses are death traps.
Would you like us to talk to the mayor and maybe they can reinstate you and give you your house and everything? I'm actually thinking about leaving this place, so it's probably not so great to be making any connections or such.
One thing that Lou and Ray would know, arriving to this town via stagecoach, is that it is a travel stop. When Ro was talking about neighboring towns, you're talking a couple of 100 miles.
I figured as much, so I just kind of figured that was more of a, hey, you're talking to me, leave kind of thing.
Well, no. She's honest. Like that would be an easy way to. Yeah, she's honest. She's honest with you. She's like that would be the easiest way to catch him because if they're coming in and out of the town real quickly, odds are they're going to be in a neighboring town blowing money pretty quickly. And if they're that far away, that they're not as fearful of getting caught.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's why she's immediately like, no, I don't want to be a sheriff. That's just too much. That's too much work. That's too much work for little pay.
Well, we're just gonna look at Ray, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna look at Ray and go. We should probably go investigate the area, see if anyone's seen anything.
Righto. Death Row, how much would it be to have your aid and your expertise?
I really badly am hurting. I need to buy 2 horses. Do you have at least 500 gold?
Madam, no, I barely have 5.
Actually, you're in luck. I do have 500 gold.
Well, then you got yourself a gunslinger because I was sending out letters. And she points to the old woman without even thinking. And she's like, I was sending out letters to hopefully get some type of hiring.
Yippee! So I prefer to pay you after the job, if that's okay with you, Defro.
Makes sense to me.
He holds out his little hand. Then we have our accord.
Absolutely, we have an accord.
Then we shake. So
yep.
warms my demonic heart.
We should drink on it outside because this one might have troubles.
Oh yes, we need to outside though because we don't want her losing count again.
She leans in, she's like, please, for the love of God.
And 32. Now, 32 letters. Now, if you could write addresses on those, we can get them posted.
All right. She takes the letters. What's your address? Can you write it on these 32 letters?
I'm afraid I'm not allowed to give out my personal address.
Possible work at this lady's address, huh?
Right.
I'm
Where's-
up to you.
She doesn't want to tell. The old codger's keeping secrets. She just writes bar. 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 She's going across the letters. Bar. 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 When she gets to the last one, she writes on the letter. She's like, sorry, I needed to make spare for gold. She folds that one up, licks it, closes it. Bar. Puts it down. Shoves some old back through.
I'm afraid bar isn't a suitable address.
You only have one bar in this town. Where do you think it's gonna go?
But there's so many towns, you didn't specify the town.
What's the name of this town?
We never named it.
I know. That's why I put bar.
I think we're gonna literally name it Travel Stop.
Travel stop.
Yes, come to Travel Stop and enjoy our ale.
Travel stop. 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 Tea stop. Travel 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 stop. Stacks him back up and pushes it back through.
Travel Stop Bar, 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 Tea Stop Bar. I don't know where Tea Stop is. She passes that one back through.
Oh.
Travel Stop
Scratches.
Bar, Travel Stop Bar,
Travel stop bar.
Travel Stop Bar. Well, that all looks in order. Now you just need to get the zip code on those and we can get them away.
What the heck's a zip code?
Oh, it's a number of numbers, which makes a town noticeable. Everybody knows their town zip code.
Right. What's this town zip code?
Oh, this town? 00003.
All right. My hand is cramping.
You write 003 on all the letters
Yeah.
and she'll take them back and be like, right, well, that's perfect. So that's, let's see, we've got 32, 35, 30, still with 30 letters to send. Now, I'll just process these. Now, there is a tax fee of 1 copper per every 10 letters, so that'll be 1 gold piece and 3 coppers, please.
She just busts she busts the pen completely. What if we take away 1 letter?
Well, then that'd be, once I've received the letter, I can't just destroy it. I mean...
I will destroy it for you. There's one thing I'm good at, is destroying things.
I'd have to cancel the transaction and start
Oh,
again.
for the love of God. Do you have 3 coppers? I will pay you back after this thing's over.
I am sorry, I don't have change. Just the 5 coins. I kind of just play with all 5 in my hands.
Wait, how much is it again? I'm sorry, I was kind of enjoying the libations that you let me have earlier.
Please don't drink in the post office.
I'm not, ma'am. I'm not. I'm not doing anymore. It was that one time, and then I stopped. It's just I was enjoying the feeling of the libation spirits. But how much is it again?
It was for the moment.
It was 3 coppers, right?
3
1
coppers.
gold piece and 3 coppers, yes.
I just need 3 coppers.
Okay. I will let you have it. It can come out of the thing that for your employment.
That's absolutely fine. For whatever reason, they do not have change. And I haven't.
Yes, the safe has gotten broken into.
He reaches into his backpack and gets his little coin purse and like looks around and like gets out the 3 coppers and then puts his travel pack on. Here you go, Death Row.
She takes the 3 coppers and she slams them down and she leans in real close and she says in undercommon, "You are a fickle old codger, and you are lucky with your position."
Such a fascinating language.
She pushes it forward. Thank you.
That all seems to be in order. It's just asking me to check the weight. Could you please put the envelopes on the scales, one at a time?
Do you have a god you believe in?
No, ma'am.
Are you sure it isn't Bale? I heard a lot of him. And you seem like you might believe in him too. She takes the letters back, slowly puts one on.
Yes, that one's fine. Yes, that one's fine. Yes, that one's fine. Yes, that one's fine. And she'll also ask you to put them all through the slot. It takes an exceedingly long amount of time, but you are completed. She just says, "Now wait 1 minute. Let me just write you out a receipt."
Can you keep it?
No, everyone must have a receipt. How am I supposed to get you the return address letters if you don't have a receipt to match it up with the return order? And she writes you out a receipt. And,
if you don't follow Bale, I sure the heck am going to follow Bale by the time I get out of this hellhole of a post office.
So while this is going on, Lou's just gonna walk outside and go do his job.
Outside of this, you'll see Jin. You'll see Jin.
Jin's sitting there. Jin has is just taking up residence, like leaning against the post, like a wooden post, and is just kind of flicking through papers.
Skosta, you do see like an orange-skinned tiefling kind of looks like he's stumbling out of the post office.
Well, howdy.
Good morning. Say, question. You wouldn't have happened to have seen anything around this area last night, have you?
Specifically last night, or just in general?
Speaking specifically last night, because I'm not sure if you have heard. I'm kind of just looking around trying to see if would we have known that this incident was kind of more public knowledge or more of like a keep under tabs kind of thing?
It's probably not public knowledge, but looking around this town, it looks like there's only about 10 people living here, so
okay.
Everyone knows.
Okay. So, I'm not sure if you have heard, but it looks like that the post office has gotten broken into last night, and I'm just trying to see I'm just wondering if you've seen anything.
Again, we just talking about last night, because I'm not thinking about last night right now.
Oh, not thinking about last night implies something else. I'm not going to
I
pry.
was drinking and I regret it. That's it.
Oh, such a shame. Drinking's so much fun. I'm not going to pry any further, so don't worry.
I mean, what is it? That hole's been back there for a while now.
How long?
Well, it's not maybe a couple nights ago.
Couple of nights, you say?
Yeah, one of my friends works at the post office when I was meeting with. I think they found a couple things in the back.
I found a couple of things.
Like, I don't know, hair or something.
Hair, huh? Not any coins or anything of the sort.
I'm pretty sure any coin they had was stolen.
Tell me, what do they look like?
My friend, who?
People you saw behind the mail, like behind the post office.
Oh, I just was popping back there to, when I was walking around town, just because I explore things.
So you didn't see anybody who did this a couple of nights ago, then?
No.
Good to know. Thank you for your time. And I'm just gonna guess go to the nearest house.
The nearest house is a sort of there's a shop along that says what was it? Nouveau's
Devereaux's Delights.
Devereaux's Delights. Thank you. I knew it was something like that. Devereaux's Delights is currently someone's painting the sign there. It looks like Devereaux himself. But he's busy. He's actually going to be a non-interactive PC. The next house along is a plain-looking house. Looks kind of not particularly affluent, but not like it's particularly poor either. Just sort of average house, just chucked together, perhaps by someone with little care.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep composure, but I am kind of like fumbling when I'm walking since I'm apparently drunk.
You're not super drunk. You're only a little.
You're not that drunk. There's 10 stages of drunk, and you're only at stage 2.
Okay, I didn't know what the.
Oh yes, as part of the Weird West setting, we come with drinking rules, and you're just at that stage of drunk at the minute where you're more likely to miss things casually, but not stumbling and falling over. That's level 3 and 4.
Okay, because I was just mostly wondering for roleplay aspects of how my speech is going to be.
Just gonna follow, interestingly, just like a little confused and just kind of like go along. Because anyone poking around the post office at this point, it's just like, why? Who?
You can arrive at the door.
Just gonna do a quick little knock.
The door opens, and as you look down, you see a halfling in a fur leotard with a horned helmet on.
Ah, horns. I know the feeling. Good morning to you. The name is... I am Lucifer Malzeant, Diosom Beelzeel Albise, but please call me Lou. I am here investigating a certain happening that happened. Common. There was a giant hole being made and some money stolen at the post office. I was just wondering if you've seen anything since you live so close.
Well, I don't think that I have seen anything. I usually spend most days down at the bar. I'm a gladiator, you see, and drinking's really the only comfort I get.
Yes. I can understand that a little bit from my old life, but so you didn't hear anything, didn't see anything after your late nights?
No, that happened maybe Friday night, and I was at the bar. Rue was getting real drunk. She was starting fights again. It was about 10 o'clock she left the bar, but I never know where Rue goes when she leaves. Everyone else, they don't tend to fight me because I'm such a tough fighter. They call me Emery the Eviscerator. Gladiator, you can have my card.
Ooh, thank you for that. Yes, I know how to handle myself in close quarters combat as well, but I can see that you are the pinnacle of ferocity.
The card reads Emery the Eviscerator, Master Murderer.
Awesome. I am just going to put that in my... I'd say back pocket, but he's wearing a gi, so it's going to fall right out. Just going to put that in like one of my side pockets in my bag. Anything interesting happened within the last week or so? Like anybody come in that looked particularly interesting or the sort?
Sees Jin approaching behind you.
Oh, hello.
Nope. No one's talking about anything. No rumors in this town. Nope.
With a population of like 10, you'd figure.
No, I'm telling you, there's no rumors. See you later now, bye!
And slams the door.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yes! Please roll insight.
14.
On a 14, it seems obvious that when they saw Jin, they suddenly didn't want to talk about rumors.
It's gonna kind of over-exaggeratedly kind of turn around. Look, no rumors, huh? The minute you show up, he gets all closed. Tell me, what is this about?
Rumors? Well, I mean, look, I might have been on trial like a couple weeks ago, but that got cleared up. I don't know who else is talking.
On trial, you say? For what?
There was a be on the lookout notice going around because apparently someone had been using my name to commit a bunch of misdeeds over the past year, so had to get that cleared up.
Misdeeds, and they just run around saying, "My name is Jin," was it?
Indeed.
Your name is Jin, and yet you are appalled by alcohol. Curious.
Yeah, I know, it's real funny. Ha. I'm laughing so hard.
Well then, this is turning into a pretty good head scratcher. You wouldn't have happened to see anything within the last week, would you?
Oh my God, we just went over this conversation.
Oh, we did. My bad. I had some
All
of.
I know is that when I was asking my friend about what happened there was a whole someone. All that was left was maybe a couple strands of like white hair or something.
That's her.
That's it.
Well, then I may as well go mention this to my partner then. I'm just gonna, I guess, walk back to the post office.
By then, Ray would have made it outside and it's like, while the door's open, if you have any more things to worry about, Death Row, I'll be outside with my partner investigating. And he'll indicate where Lou has already went. And we can meet up then there and see about doing some more investigating and everything so you can get paid and everything. Good luck, bye. And closes the door behind him to go out onto the
Before he
outside.
leaves, he sees a small glimpse. There's a little bit of a fade of Death Row. I'm like, don't leave me.
And as she's filing the letters one at a time, she's got a piece of rubber on her finger to help her handle them, which she took about 2 minutes to apply.
Isn't there someone more capable?
Well, I'm afraid I'm usually the only employee.
No, don't talk. Don't talk. Just keep working.
She's 100% stopped working to talk to you.
keep working.
Sometimes Johnny helps me out, but he only helps the special customers.
Where's Johnny?
Johnny, he just comes and goes kind of as he pleases. He seems to know when they're gonna turn up.
That's a little strange, don't you think?
Well, it's in my terms and conditions of my agreement with the company that I don't ask questions, so I tend not to ask questions, but I can ask plenty of questions about things outside of the post office. Have you heard about that Jen lady that's been dating Terrence?
No, actually, I haven't heard anything about her.
Oh, it's on everybody's lips. Apparently, her husband turned up the other day.
Is that why that man was so angry?
What man was so angry?
There's a man with a deck of cards. Seemed pretty spicy.
Oh, I think that was him, yes, in the fancy jacket. With a fancy hat.
That's why.
A spicy-looking young specimen. I'd like to get my hands on him for a minute or two.
Got him yourself. But, I mean, I can understand. But that's why Terrence was such in a bad mood.
Oh, Terrence, I imagine he's got all sorts of problems.
Not that I care.
Oh no, I've heard that his. Did you see how quick his his bar was rebuilt?
I know, that was pretty fast, actually, I guess.
You spend a lot of time in there. Is there anything strange about that bar?
Yeah, you know the ceiling heals itself?
The ceiling heals itself? How does
Yeah.
it do that?
I don't know, I ain't no magician. Maybe it's
Yeah.
blessed by Baal or something.
Well, that's fair enough. If you'll excuse me, I need to get on here. You know, it's gonna take me all day to post these letters otherwise.
She just notices that the lady's been just stopped. Oh, do I have to be here? Do I have to sign for anything?
Oh yes, I can't give you a receipt until I've put all of the letters securely away.
Why can't I just do it ahead of time?
Well, do what ahead of time?
I can't sign it ahead of time.
There's rules. There's rules. You gotta follow the rules, otherwise the system will just fall apart.
Ugh, I hate rules.
I plumb forgot where I was again.
Ugh, for love of God.
Now let's see. These ones were going to blank. No, none of them were going to blank pass, were they? Or did you have any mail for blank pass? One of them was going to blank pass.
Yes, one of them was going to blank
That's
pass.
the one. Yes, this one's going to blank pass. These ones are for the underworld. That's it. Okay, I'll just start getting my stamps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll pan back outside to Lou and Ray.
Apparently, no one's seen anything.
Ray
Sure.
comes out. Ye gods, that.
Why do you think I left?
Well, I didn't know she was going to be that long. That's why I was just staying to see if our new compatriot needed anything else. But then it just got bad. But no one heard anything or seen anything?
No, apparently the only thing. So is Jin like right behind us? Like right behind me?
Jin is going to try and talk to the person who was being skittish.
Yeah, so it's, like apparently there is this. I just kind of showed the business card. The Eviscerator, who lives a couple of things down. And the moment this, and the moment. Yeah, the moment that she walks by, I just kind of gestured towards Jen. He just got all closed and just decided to not talk.
Well, then maybe we need to question her a little bit more, because with a name like Eviscerator, she must be one bad mama jama
No. This is Jin, the Eviscerator. Is some dude with a squeaky voice and horns down the street.
That's why I was meaning the Eviscerator to get scared. Or someone like the name of Eviscerator getting scared, but that
It's
lady,
more.
he must be
It's
really...
more of a title for his gladiator fights, apparently. He's a short little guy with horns. I can definitely relate.
So he's a little tiefling?
No, he's a halfling, but I get the horns are fake, obviously.
Oh, okay.
I can see why he wears them. They're not that bad.
They are very stylish. It does really bring out your eyes.
Yes, eyes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you would probably know that I've got like yellow pupil eyes.
Mhm.
Yes, definitely an eye catcher. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go around the back of the post office and see if I can find any kind of tracks or clues or anything.
Ray will follow Lou to help out. He'll tip his hat as he goes to Jen. Happy the morning. Again.
Me?
Yeah, he tipped his hat again
I'm
as
over
he.
at the house still.
Oh, I thought you were a little ways behind us. I'm sorry. I'll
No,
retcon that.
I have questions.
Okay.
Where are you questioning, Jim? We can follow that if you want.
Oh, I'm questioning, what is it, the Eviscerator after she was caged, or they were caging. I'm knocking on the door.
I'm afraid nobody's in.
You know that don't work, right? I just saw you.
Shit. Who is it?
Depends. If I give you my name, are you gonna answer?
Depends on the name.
How about let's just say I'm a friend. We can talk.
That's Jin, isn't it?
There are 10 people in this town. Who do you think it is?
I was just heading to the bar.
Well, fancy that. I was heading there too. Why don't we walk together?
Yep, okay, well, let's head to the bar together, but just give me about 5 minutes. I need to go and take a quick bath.
Oh, you just gonna let me sit out on the porch? That ain't right manners, are you?
Alright, come on, let's go together.
The door opens and the eviscerator comes out, attaching a small, leather coin to his thong.
Hey, Jin.
Howdy.
Howdy.
So, you said there might have been rumors floating around?
Well, come on, Jin, it's a small town. Everybody knows. Everybody's talking about the fact that you're trailing 2 or 3 men along.
Oh, where'd you get that ridiculous idea?
Well, we've all seen how you were with Terrence, and we thought you were all being real faithful and all the rest of it. Then that other guy turns up and he's your husband? I mean, come on. And then suddenly you start ghosting on Terrence as soon as he turns up.
It was one afternoon. He claimed he was my husband. Turns out I don't remember him. He's out of my life now.
Well, Terrence was all torn up that he didn't see you last night. Closed the bar early. Not you remember, you were blind drunk. Well, not blind drunk, but you left in a huff.
Yeah, I don't drink often. That was time. I gotta talk to him anyways. So. It's good news, don't worry.
I wasn't worrying. Master murderer, me.
I'm sure you are.
Undefeated gladiator champion.
Where you fight?
Oh, I used to fight back in Events Town, and we toured around Woodsboro. Hit blank pass one time.
Oh, really? Blank pass. How was that?
Yeah, it was kind of shitty. This family, they promised us a load of money to perform, and then when it came to paying up, they never paid.
Yeah, I heard about stuff like that happening around there. Might have to head there myself some point, but I'm delaying as much as possible.
Why are you delaying?
You said it yourself, it's a shit town.
Well, yeah, it is a shit town, but why are you heading there then?
I got an old friend who wants to meet up. Said they'll meet me there. Not my choice, but things you do for friends, right?
Wouldn't know, haven't got any. Well, except sometimes Hogan, if he's up for drinking.
Well, I can get you a drink. You can count me one of your friends.
Sure, you can go and meet Hogan. He was at your jury, too.
Okay, I'm trying to remember the people at my trial. Oh, God. I remember her, or him. I don't remember anyone else.
You don't remember the people at your own trial.
That was me in character as a player, not out of character as a player. I don't remember.
I
God
remember.
damn it.
I remember very well.
I remember the eviscerator. I remember also the 3 children in a trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Yeah, well, I was mighty focused on other things at the time, if you'll forgive me.
What else is there to do?
I will flip. I'll flip him a coin. Like, drinks on me. No, I ain't drinking.
All right. Well, come on then. Let's head on over to the bar.
And that's exactly what they do. They head on over to the bar. Ray and Lou, why don't we head back to you while Ro still deals with this post office woman?
Yeah, I'm just going to take some time and just try and look for like any kind of clues or like the origin of like how this hole got made, whether it be like through probably like through gunpowder means or like magical means.
Sure, give me an Arcana, Investigation, or Nature check. Unless you can think of anything better.
Those are all terrible for me, but not bad.
One more time, which if we want to do this one more time.
Arcana, Investigation, or Nature.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Investigation. Then they're all 0 for me anyway.
Yeah, same.
15.
See how we go.
Okay, 15 and a 13. You can see some like black powder around the hole, which indicates this was not done by magic, but instead by powders.
All right, so we don't have any wizards. Wanting to get rich quick then.
That's a plus, you know. There's like.
Yeah, I didn't want to deal with anything magical related today.
Yeah, it's really bad when you have to deal with the magics and stuff. But the boomies are still like kind of just as bad, but not all terrible. But yeah,
men I can deal with normal men I can deal with, honestly. Tell you what, let's go. Kind of thirsty. Drink.
Sure, we need a liquor break and everything. So yeah, let's go get some more spirits. And
spirits, and let's see if we hear anything from any of the locals. Kind of keep our ears out.
Because booze does loosen up tongues and everything. And exactly. You know what they say about loose lips. But I'll even check in on Death Row, and see if she's still waiting for the Nell lady.
Yes, loose lips are awesome. Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Because I assume there's like 10 buildings in this entire place. So it'd probably be very obvious which one's the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
at least I hope. So Ray will make his way back into the post office to check on Ro.
And as you enter the post office, okay, that's all 32 for my house. Oh, the bar, rather. 2 for the underworld, 1 for Blank Pies, 1 for Woodsboro, and a payment of 1 gold and 3 copper. Here's your receipt. The return address will be this address in, Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to put return addresses on all those ones to my house?
No.
No?
Nope.
Okay. Well, that's all right then. I thought I made a mistake. I thought we were going to have to start all over right from the top.
Oh, thank God we don't do that, right?
That would be a nightmare, yes.
Yes.
Well, let's see now. We've got the gold, we've got the copper, we've got the receipt. Okay, just sign here, please.
Oh, thank God. Sure, she's over. She grabs it, signs it real quick, sends it back. You see her sign like a full name without even thinking. Rosie Marie Hart. Pushes it forward.
Hey, now, can I just ask you, do you have life insurance?
Do I have life insurance?
Yes, we've got some very appealing policies. If you would like
It's
to take up life insurance.
So conveniently, I do have life insurance. I have it.
I bet we could beat your rate.
I bet you couldn't. Just so happens I beat everyone who tries to chance it.
Well, I tried at least. Have you
did.
heard about the new Underworld Post Office bank service?
No, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna tell me about it.
Well, if you were to invest some coin with us, for every 100 gold pieces that you keep with us, we return a gold piece a month, so you can make more money on your money.
A gold? That's useless to me. Gold cartridges send out the letters.
But if you saved 10,000 gold, then you would get 10 gold.
I don't have 10,000 gold. If I had 10,000 gold, what? Do you think I'd be here?
Well, that's the beauty of saving. You can start with a small amount and build up over time. If you just make small, regular payments, before you know it, you could have a reasonable-sized nest egg sitting here.
There's a big line out normally to the post office. Now I know why, 'cause you take forever. I said no. Do you got your hearing aid in? I said no.
Actually, my hearing is rather good, thank you. Okay, well, I've asked you about insurance. I've asked you about the bank account. You're still here, so have you considered
Well, no, I'm
out
still
horse
here.
insurance?
Oh, goodbye. She just turns around.
So, Death Row, Ray, like, kind of peeks in. Are you just about finished?
Thank God I am. She walks out of the building, immediately takes open her flask, and she's like, that was a nightmare. That's what hell is about. If you ever decide to do anything bad, that's where you're going, in line with that woman.
I do have a feeling that she's one of the, the deities of one of the Nine Hills. I don't know. I don't want to make assumption. But thank the gods that you're finally, done and everything. I don't know how many hours that was, but yeah. Me and my colleague is going to the bar. Would you like some more libations there?
Oh, she gets a little bit sketchy. She's like, the bar? She thinks to herself, I don't remember anything that happened last night, so I probably didn't do anything too embarrassing. Probably could get away.
Is the bar still, I think, is still standing, so you might not have did that bad of a stuff.
Let's go.
Okie dokie.
One last, his dig should dig for.
Oh,
here we go.
May I have another swig, please?
Yeah.
Of your, Oh, thank you.
He passes it, just willingly. Where's your friend?
He was moseying on over to the bar.
Well, that's very nice of him to leave you just here.
Well, I was gonna come check on you and everything to communicate everything. And believe it or not, I can take care of myself. See the shotgun? And he kind of shows on his back. This is my favorite shotgun type of thing. So yeah.
I never said that. I just think that people should be watching each other's back.
Oh, okay. I got you. And a lot of people just think that I can't watch out because I'm a little gnome. So
I've seen some scary things come in small packages, and she nudges you like dynamite comes in small packages. You could be just as dangerous. Are you gonna take that shot, or let's go?
All right, and I need to make another. Is it Constitution?
DC 15 Constitution save, please.
Okay. Let's chance it.
17. You gain another level of drunkenness. A pleasant buzz fills your head.
Okay, so now I'm at level 2.
Level 2.
Okay.
This is fine. So we head into the bar, and there's there Terrence is wiping down tables. Morning all, come on in. You can see there's already someone in here with a large moustache that looks particularly well oiled. They are bare from the chest upwards. and they have a scar running across their chest, which, if you investigate, is actually fake. And they are wearing bright pink shorts.
Okay. I'm just imagining like Alex Louis Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist, but with pink shorts now.
Yes.
Yeah, it just says on one side it just says Bogan down the leg on these shorts.
Surely that's the brand, not his name. It's gonna go up to the bar real quick.
At the bar there is a human businessman, but as you inspect, you can clearly see this is 3 children in a trench coat.
Are you all able to drink here?
Why, yes, I am actually. Thank you.
Is this the 3 children in a trench coat?
They do have surprisingly good adult voice. It says so in the book.
I love Bob Adulterson. He's my favorite.
Bob Adulterson, local entrepreneur. How can I help you?
I gotta go back to the Google Doc that I got the name thing, because this is a lot to remember. Oh, I hate this plot. Nous sommes basés en sommes basés en APC, but please, call me Lou. Anyway, I'm here investigating with a partner of mine, Ray, to investigate the giant hole in the wall at the post. Know anything about that?
Ah, yes, a most terrible event. Unfortunately, we were well away at bed by that time, but the boom did wake me.
The boom, you say? I did notice some black powder. Do you... Now, how... How much after your collective bedtimes was this boom?
My bedtime is 8 o'clock in the evening. So it was sometime after then. I was quite asleep, though.
Sometime, not inexact. Good to know, it's probably. Okay, so it's definitely coming around 10, midnight. Definitely has a nice ring to it. Ring, that one. So, what do you prefer, then? I'm new to this area, and let's just say, between you all and me, I prefer the more local, like, drinks and such. What do you have?
Oh, no, I know my limits. I learned them early on. Bitter shandy for me.
Yes, but, like, what's the local favorites, then?
Oh, the black whiskey go down particularly well. But they have had a deal on that recently.
They have a what now?
A deal.
Oh, deal. Okay. What kind of deal?
Well, I'm sure Terrence can tell you. I don't want to tout his prices in case I get them wrong. And Terrence, wiping the bar, looks up. Black whiskey, 2 for 1.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
All right, I'm coming. And he'll come over. Bob, how many shandies is that you've had? This will be my last one. I've had 2.
You each have had 2, or just the head?
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you definitely don't know what I mean. I assume that Lou would just be kind of trying to make eye contact with all. But I'm guessing, like you said, 3 kids in a trench coat.
Yeah, they've got the buttons done up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can just see the lumps.
Gotcha. Okay. I can just see like the arms kind of kicking around in the. Okay.
Yeah. See where one scratches its head.
I just kind of want to lean, like kind of crouch down into the middle one. My God, your shoulders have got to be excruciating.
Would you please not address my crotch so?
Right, I don't want to be mistaken for anything.
I'm gonna die. This session's gonna be the death of me.
I'm sorry.
Right, it's so good. It's so good. I love it.
2 black whiskeys are put on the bar in front of you.
Just gonna casually sip one of them.
Now, I must tell you, sir, this is a magical drink, so it may have some magical effects on you as you drink it. Please do enjoy.
Okay, there's a story there, and I want to know what magical effects.
Stealth ability. You may find yourself reefed in black shadows, and you may find it easier to hide.
Really? Tell me, a couple of nights ago, anybody who looked like they had anything black powder related, dynamite, or any of the sorts on their fingertips, order this by the bottle.
The only person who takes black whiskey by the bottle, the only person I'd allow is Death Row.
Has any bottles come up stolen within the past week?
No, actually, I just got a restock last weekend, and we've not had any thieves since.
Well, I just kind of like lean, like kind of gestured the bartender just to get a little close. Between you and me, though, hang on. Between you and me, though, there was a bottle of this exact same whiskey at the crime scene. And you said it cloaks them in shadows.
Yeah, it helps you hide. That's right.
It's a little suspicious, don't you think?
Oh, no, we serve black whiskey all the time. Who'd cause trouble in this town? Except for Ro.
She doesn't seem like the type.
Oh, she causes all sorts of hell. She fights every night.
Well, that's one kind of trouble, not this kind of trouble. Robbing a post office blind, even though it might be apparently just desserts, but she doesn't seem that spiteful.
No, I wouldn't see her be able to do it, no. She doesn't actually mean to harm anyone. She's actually quite fond of this place, she admitted last night. She's been trying to find excuses to leave, but she's, I think we've captured her heart, She's like a bird floating on the breeze, and she likes this perch.
It is a very charming area. I'm just gonna kind of just sit there and wait for Ray to come in.
Yeah, and Ray, Jin, Ro, and Emery can all enter simultaneously.
Second Ro makes eye contact with Jin. She's like, it's gonna be a little bit awkward. She doesn't remember what happened last night. So she's like, ew. Yeah.
Howdy.
Yeah.
You feeling alright?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling fine. Anything happened last night that we need to talk about?
I left early.
Oh, good. Let's go. You're just suspicious.
I don't know, you had quite a mouth on you.
What? She immediately pauses. What do you mean?
You don't remember. You did quite a thing last night. Outdrunk a legend, but, a couple things might have slipped through the cracks here and there.
I outdrank a legend? Damn, I don't remember it. That would be my look.
I mean, I was mighty impressed.
When Ro walks in, everyone in the bar, although there's only 3 of them, they just immediately start. There she is, our Ro! Travel stops, Ro!
Ro looks around for a minute, just pauses, feels a little bit like, you look like she's still a little bit uneasy, and she's like, yeah.
Your mom. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, told ya.
Well, it seems like you're still welcome in the bar and everything, and it's still standing. So, good night.
Hey, she's like,
Looks like we got a new friend.
it's a good thing this isn't empty.
Web DM coming in with the raid. Welcome, raiders.
Yay!
We're still picking up the pieces of last night. Good to see you all.
It was a crazy night.
It sounds like it.
Let's go meet up with your friend, see what he's gotten.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I got a shot glass in my right hand, gesturing it towards Ray.
Towards Ro? Ro's
Ray.
holding up her.
Right.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. He'll go over to him. Let's go. Is this here your friend? And indicating to Jen.
As to who?
Jen. Is this here your friend or? Hello. Are you feeling better because we met earlier and you seem to be having a bit of a.
Touch any drinks probably hurting.
Well, I'm sure they have water here or some kind of out of character. I can't remember the word for or a tonic, or some sort of tonic to drink to help with.
I think it'll just wear off eventually. To be honest, I didn't drink that much. I just don't drink often, and it hit me a little harder than it probably should have.
Oh, okay. I won't say practice make perfect, but yeah, let's have some water and stuff. We can get you some water. He'll go over.
This Ray knows best. he definitely knows best. You'd be working that liver, Jen.
So, as the two of you, Lou and Ray, finish your drinks, we'll have some another con saves, please. As you finish, of course.
Sure. 11.
Okay, 2 11s. That does not beat the DC of 15, so you each take 2 stages of drunkenness, pushing you both up to level 4, which means that your words begin to slur, and I'm just finding the exact drinks list for the level 3. There we go. So coordination wanes and your words slur. You now have disadvantage on all strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks.
Great, 2 of those things I'm actually good at.
No.
This is definitely counterproductive for what we're doing. Then, oof. Coffee.
These spirits are just so
Delicious.
In addition, you each take on a smoky, indistinct form, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks.
Cool. Yes, this was one of those things I was going to talk to you. Apparently this happens. They definitely got very fucked up. Well, first they blew the place up, and then they fucking drank, and then this happens to them.
a dragon was involved.
Hearing your request, Terrence puts 2 cups of coffee down on the bar.
Thank you, good sir. You are just the cutest little thing.
And when you imbibe this hot, bitter drink, your exhaustion and drunkenness levels each temporarily decrease by 1 for the next hour. But you can only be under the effect of 1 cup of coffee at a time. So your words are no longer slurring, but your coordination is still waning, so you still have disadvantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely enough for the day.
Enough for the day? It's barely high noon. What are you talking about?
It's been a
It's
lot.
high noon.
It's
There
not
you go.
like I have not heard that once or twice before.
I mean, I do see that you're taking into Terrence's liquors.
Well, it's kind of a. I guess you can say a weakness of mine. I like to drink some of the more what the locals like in certain areas. I guess to get a taste of what it's like to live here, or something like that. I'm not too sure.
So you're like a liquor connoisseur?
It's more of a hobby.
I was about to be jealous. I was gonna ask you what all you've tasted. She kind of just blows you off.
Well, I mean, I've had some nice cherry red wine. Not cherry red wine. Jesus Christ! I had some nice cherry ale at this one stop at our last job. Unfortunately, the bartender got a little too friendly, and I kind of had to knock him out.
Yeah, that was a time.
Sounds like a good time to me. Did you knock his teeth out with it? Pow!
More like with this, and I kind of just like whip my tail back and forth. He did not see it coming.
You know, I'll be honest, I wouldn't have seen it coming either. I didn't even know you had a tail. Till now.
Well, I mean, thank you for not checking out my ass then. I am on the job.
Well, you're welcome.
It's
How'd you find anything about our... Because I'm hoping to get paid. You find anything about our mysterious thief? Like I said, I think that the closest things we're going to find is something closer in towns.
Well, upon further investigation, the hole was blown open by some black powder. Probably, I'm not guessing a keg of it, but just some. And then the culprits have probably drank their fill of this Blackwater whiskey, and then probably prayed that they didn't get too drunk and grabbed everything and ran.
Black powder? That much black powder? How were they hiding it?
That is what I am curious to find out, former sheriff.
That makes me miss a little duck. We used to have a little bit of quite a little bomb enthusiast. Actually, we've had quite a few bomb enthusiasts now. I think about it, come through this town.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Just kind of propping my leg up against, like my leg up against my knee, hands behind my back. Do tell.
You think that's a recliner? That's a bar stool, not a recliner.
I'm very dexterous.
You definitely look dexterous. Whatever that means. Anyway, yeah, no, we had one person come in. She gave me a bottle before she left. She's the one who gave me the bottle that you were drinking out of earlier. The Jameson. He disappeared. He was quite a feisty one. And there was another one a little later than that. He left too. He's my good guy. And Little Duck. Little Duck murdered someone, but she's a good person. I think she just did it on accident.
Really? How long ago was all of this?
Which one?
I guess the more recent one. Who was
Little Duck?
Little Duck, huh?
Yeah, I call her Little Duck because we found out that she may have done it, but we didn't have any proof, so. She may have blown up someone. I wasn't the sheriff anymore, so it wasn't my problem. And Little Duck she defended herself, and, laws is laws, being that she was proven innocent from. So, law be law, she went on her way.
This Little Duck, does she have a proper name? Or do you not remember?
I nicknamed her, so I don't know.
Fair. Anyway.
She was amazing to drink with, though. You would have liked her.
Oh.
Hell,
Oh,
I remember her now, Ro. Didn't she give you some of her bombs at the end of the day?
Is she?
I don't know what happened to them, though. You ain't got them on you no more.
I don't know. I don't have my handkerchief on me either. I think I left that back in the barn. I think I saw it in the barn.
No question though. Was she one to how to ask this politely? Let's just say was she have fallen onto some hard times and I don't know, come into some creative ideas into getting some coin?
Are you asking me if she was having some struggles?
Perhaps.
I don't know. We didn't know each other that long. She was in and out of town so quick. She was gone the next day.
You wouldn't happen to know of any associates then?
No, she was in and out of town just that quick.
Probably alone then. Okay.
I don't know. I kind of missed out. I missed out on getting her address and stuff. I could have sent her a letter. I could have used some of her expertise.
I'm just gonna look at the bartender. Do you know of anyone around here who has expertise in black powder, or bombs or any of the sort?
No, just the passes through. We have all sorts pass through, bomb experts. Usually they're traveling, just using this as a travel stop on the way to the mines in the west. Blowing out whole sections of mountain out there.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Told you this is Traveler's Town.
It's just too bad that you lost your boomies, or else we could look at those and see if they match up with the pattern of the ball. Or
To
something.
be honest, I lose so much things when I get too wasted. I get too much of the spirits in me. I really miss. I ain't gonna lie, that handkerchief is pretty important to me, and I still don't know where it is, which is not so great.
Well, you keep saying you think it's out in the barn. Why don't you just go and check the barn?
Because I was out in the barn earlier, Terrence, and I
What?
remember seeing it.
Was it there or not? I could have sworn we saw it in the barn the other night.
What do you mean we saw it? What do you mean we saw it?
Well, when we went out there to look after the horses, after you came back and two came back dead, and we had to curry him and look after him and stuff.
Right. About that. She leans in, she's like, that's why I have to buy 2 horses.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, maybe your memory problems are me and my colleagues' benefit.
Alright.
So it works out wonderfully.
We might notice that Terrence is deliberately not looking in Jin's direction.
Are you okay, Terrence? Everything fine with you?
Oh,
Can
yeah,
I roll?
I'm totally fine.
Can I roll
Yes.
insight on that?
Of course you can.
Roll inside as well.
11.
Inside.
Let's see.
Nope.
Just having a bad day.
I want to join the Insight party. Wait.
Yeah. Welcome to the party. Roll
Yeah.
inside.
Friends.
Just having a bad day.
Well, I'm glad that you're having your little pity party, but these people are thirsty. I think it's about time you start doing your job.
I'm good for now.
Well,
Thank you.
what's the point of me serving alcohol, Ro, when you're bringing it all in here in your damn flask?
She immediately tucks her flask away. You saw that? Well, I wasn't expecting to come back in here. I didn't exactly. What happened last night?
You weren't expecting to come back in here after your little talk last night?
No, because I had some plans, and don't worry about it. I had some plans.
Oh,
I
told
told
us
you
about
I was
them,
leaving
too.
yesterday.
Yeah, you kept saying how you keep trying to leave, but you don't want to leave because you like it here.
I don't know what you're talking about. What happened last
Uh-huh.
night? Jen says I went up against a drinking legend.
That you did. That's why everyone applauded when you came in.
That's good. That's why.
And then you started spilling your guts, telling us all sorts of secrets.
Really? She looks immediately worried. What kind?
Oh, that'd be telling, wouldn't it, Ro?
Would it? I think you should tell these type
No,
of secrets.
I think you're right, Ro. I should stop jibber-jabbering and get on serving these people their drinks, because that is, after all, my job. You are right.
It
And,
does seem a little impolite. It's no secrets to strangers.
She's gonna immediately reach out and grab, see if she can't grab him before he starts moving away. Can I roll for a grapple
yeah, sure.
check?
Athletics to grapple.
Yeah. athletics would be at. Here we go. Yeah.
You grab him.
Yes. I don't think you finished your explanation, Terrence. I think it would be best if you explained yourself, but I don't think it would be best for you to explain it right here. How about I meet you outside?
We all know that you're just blowing smoke now. You told us how much you loved us and that you see me as a friend and all that sort of thing. And I know you wouldn't really. I know you wouldn't really do nothing. And he pats your shoulder.
Her hand starts like flinching like horribly, and her face turns bright red, and she says, "I'd shoot you right now, Terrence, if I had the bullet loaded."
No,
That's
no,
real
please
sweet,
don't do
bro.
this.
That's real sweet.
Immediately, let's go, and she looks back. Go on with your job. I'm not letting you live because I want to. I'm letting you live because these people are thirsty. That's all.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be out of town by the end of the night. I swear it.
Uh-huh.
She looks at her small new friend. Ray, he doesn't believe me, but I really sent out a letter already, so.
Oh, you did?
I did. I swear. I'm not attached to this town. I have no attachments.
See what you had to go through at the post office. I see that you mean it. So, you know.
Absolutely. No attachments to this town.
At some point, I would like to try and get Terrence's attention.
Sort of looks up from the drinks he's serving. Good morning, Jin.
We gotta talk.
We do have to talk. You feeling better today?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't drink often for that reason.
Yeah, I was worried about you going off on your own.
I know how to handle myself.
Alright, damn, I need to get more staff in here. Hang on, let me get people drinks and we can go and have a quick chat. And he'll serve you all a drink quickly, and then we will exit stage left to have a Jin Terrence chat.
How are you feeling?
I'm pretty torn up.
About what?
You know, your husband and all that.
I'm gonna kiss him real hard.
You're gonna kiss him? Make me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Oh boy. There's a smooching going on, and Terrence likes it.
Does that make you feel better?
Guess it does at that.
No, that was mainly what I wanted to talk to you about. Not that it's talking, but, you know.
I mean, we're still not really talking about the two of us, you know. I could probably take a lunch break. We could maybe head upstairs.
I wouldn't mind. Let me know.
Well, hell, come on, let's do it right now.
Yeah.
And the two of you can go upstairs.
Yep. This is fine.
Do we need to look at anything that happens upstairs?
No, we don't.
Okay.
We really don't.
We fade to the fireplace. Some horses rear. You see the blacksmith pulling a red hot rod out of a fire and quenching it in an oil barrel.
Oh boy.
There's a surprisingly big train in a tiny tunnel.
Yeah, yep. You hear the mayor speaking to a stranger. Johnson? No, I don't know a Johnson.
God damn it.
Pan back into the grocery store. There's a woman there going, "Are these melons
There's a
firm?"
grocery-
And then we come back to the bar.
Dick. That was that guy's name. That was the puff's name.
I'm sorry for Jen as a person. I apologize for Jen as a human being.
That was good.
Yeah, scene switches momentarily to Malcolm being chased by a demon
Jen has
somewhere.
a plan! I will tell you this much as a player, Jen has a plan!
Too late. Too late, Jin. Too late. And we come back to the bar where Lou, Ray, and Ro are kind of carrying on without a bartender. You made sure you all got a drink of your choice, though, so.
I'd probably just like switch up to water after being almost inebriated.
Same.
You gotta give him some slack. Apparently, Jen is married.
Oh.
To each their own, I guess. I'm not here to judge.
He's been having a hard time because he likes Jen.
Well, that is a predicament that I, for one, I think, I mean, I'm not willing to solve that problem. I'm kind of currently still trying to figure this one out.
I'm telling you, I think we should go to the neighboring towns and see if we can find anything, because I'm telling you, the only people here.
There's a loud noise from upstairs. It sounds like someone's moving furniture.
Scratticus, I swear to God.
Looks like they're getting along
wanna
just
go.
fine.
I was gonna say,
Oh my.
I don't want to roll perception. I don't want to roll perception.
I'm gonna roll perception just because I want to know what's going on.
I'm gonna fucking do it. Why not?
Yeah,
I'll get on the train. I will
Can't
get on the train.
tonight.
they could be fine for all you know.
Oh God.
So, Lou, you can just hear furniture scraping. Ro, you hear that the scraping is kind of rhythmic. And Ray, you definitely hear a definite rise and fall as though something's being picked up and dropped and then scraped.
Oh my. Yeah. There.
I don't know if Jin's a screamer. I don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
God damn it!
Shro immediately holds her glass and she's like, well, it's good to know that she made her choice because Darren's is a good man.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Cheers, Defro. Clink.
So, what do you think about this situation then?
Well, what situation? Bad upstairs? I don't want to think too much more on it.
No. I guess the more pressing matter. The post office gets blown up. A couple of men drink a whiskey that turns them into shadows to hide themselves in the dark. Grab every coin in the post office and then run.
I mean, doing pretty damn well for ourselves for that. That I think, what I think about it, I think it's ingenious if they left town quickly.
That's the thing. I don't think they have yet.
You don't think so? I ain't seen anyone toss golds or anything around here.
Now they're probably lying low for a while, and then probably skipping town within the week.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why they'd wait. Let's be serious. This town's so little, ain't no one coming to its rescue. We had an undead come in here, a cute couple. Actually, last night, now that I think about it, and the night before. And the night before, he had a hole in his head. Let us put an umbrella in it. Umbrella right straight in it with a napkin.
So what you are saying is that a lot of colorful people come into this town.
Yeah, a lot of bad people come into this town. Neighboring town, not too long ago, had a problem with undead people. We ain't had that type of trouble. Not problems with them. Not really. I guess the guy that I drank to death probably would have been a problem if I would have died, but I don't remember it, so can't say it was too much of a problem.
So, would you say that there are there any like abandoned buildings in this town? Then I only noticed a handful.
I'll be honest, I sleep in the barn. Abandoned buildings.
You know, only the houses here are the ones which are being built. The only one which you could consider abandoned is the one, Old Joe's house, which got blew up.
Yeah, Little Ducky did that. Yeah, not really.
Would she have said that it got blown up?
It did get blown up, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
There's one building that got blown up. But that was Little Duck. She did it.
Are there any residual? Was there anything left over from that, like explosive wise? Then
Explosive wise?
like, was there any
Body parts. What are you asking for?
I'm just wondering if someone probably would have came in, grabbed any, because it probably doesn't require a lot to make that size of a hole.
Little Ducky uses bombs straight from her hands, probably. A lot of people who come through here have fancy bombs. They keep in their pockets and stuff. Crazy talk. They're straight in their pockets.
That's very dangerous. Something could get blown off.
Do you put your hand in your pocket when you demonstrate this, Ro?
I mean, not really. No.
Okay. Fair.
She just points to her pocket, you know. Keep it right in her keep it right in their pockets. Like
Bulging pockets, though, since she's pointing it out.
It does have a flask in it.
And here I was about to ask if you were happy to see us, madam.
I mean, I am happy to see you. I had to spend a lot of gold. I had to spend a whole gold in the line, send out 1 million letters just to get 4 letters out.
That was quite a predicament.
Yeah, and I still have to buy 2 horses.
Well, tell you what, if you help us out with this, you could definitely, like, whatever rewards that we get, we could probably split it 3 ways.
But you guys already told me you're pro bono.
Well, I never said pro bono. It was mostly play by ear.
Oh.
Plus, I kind of already hired her, so there's that too.
Oh, you already did that. I did not know. I wasn't there.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
He did. He hired me for 500 gold. How much you getting?
No idea.
It slips my mind. I apologize, Lou.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. If you have any trouble, I'll be more than happy to shoot anyone down. That's why I'm here.
Shooting things down isn't really... I'd ask the bartender if this is okay, but he's still not back. Must be excruciating. So,
it's nice to meet a person that's a fellow shooter up and everything, so...
It is pretty nice.
Okay,
it is pretty fun.
Actually, let me show you something. I don't really shoot through traditional means. Here, take this torch. Go ahead and stand 30 feet that away. I just kind of point towards like a direction in the bar.
I immediately call over someone. Hey, George, come over here and hold this torch.
Damn it, my name is Hogan.
Okay, Hogan, whatever you say. Hogan, come over here and hold this torch.
Hogan Drogan the Brogan.
She puts her hand towards her gun. I said, come hold this torch.
Madam, not.
He stands up and you see his muscles glisten, clearly oiled, in his hot pink pants.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And he'll come over and take the torch and be like, I'll do it for you this time, Ro, but I don't know why.
I don't know either. I'm trying to figure it out. Don't shoot him, okay? You see?
Shoot me?
I'm
You
going to
don't
go
wanna-
ahead. No, it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and cast Charm Person on him. It's a DC 12 Wisdom save.
A DC 12
Oh.
wisdom save.
And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to charm him and say, just relax there, handsome. Damn it. And he definitely knows I use Charm Person.
Please, you do not need to use magical guiles to try and get my attention.
It's less magic and more of something I was born with. Just this convincing tongue that's not so convincing, apparently. So I'm going to just go ahead and aim for the torch and do Sunbolt real quick. 16.
Would this be beating Hogan's armor class or the Torch's armor class?
I guess the torch is because that's what I was aiming for.
Yeah, we'll say it hits.
That's what I can do.
That is pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
I just kind of put my hands together. Years of training, patience, and meditation.
But you're flirting with that man over there, though?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
It's something I do just to calm the minds of people. I can't do and I can't do that for the rest of the freaking day. It's
that's why they use liquor, right? To calm people.
Yes, but that gets expensive.
And sometimes gives you a bad headache after the next day. Like your friend upstairs had this morning.
I'll say the rhythm's changed now. It's a different rhythm.
I'm sure she's feeling a lot better now.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Much better now. So nevertheless, so where do y'all come from anyway?
I don't know.
What?
I don't really know where I'm from, but let's just say I was not really put up for adoption. I was dropped off near a monastery.
I'm here, there, and everywhere. I've been traveling a lot since I got finished with being a soldier, so now more of the mercenary work is my line of field. So I've been everywhere.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Temple on the Silver Mountain?
No, I have not.
There's a monastery there who, well, let's just say they are sun worshippers and pretty much thank the sun every morning, and it blesses us with our radiance. And I just kind of show off like this radiant energy in my hands.
Praise the sun.
Something like that, yes.
You guys are kind of strange, but ain't nothing different than people coming here. Last night we had someone come in here that didn't have a name. Was born without a name.
Oh. Did they get one by the time they left?
Now that you say that, I feel a little bit bad. I don't think we gave him a name.
Well, damn, that's a bad thing.
I
I felt like he was cursed. In fairness, I was asking if people were cursed.
It's better than arriving in town on Friday, staying 2 days, and leaving on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can, if he comes back or whatever, you can name him Curse.
I don't know what happened other than that, but he seemed like a good guy. I don't know if he would be a curse. Was a curse? I don't remember more details about last night.
What was his favorite drink?
Do I remember that?
He was drinking black whiskey like most people do when they come in. Because of the deal.
Black whiskey? Because, it's a hard deal not to go with.
Maybe whiskey? We could call him whiskey.
Yeah, black whiskey. Yep, definitely.
Or whiskey, or just whisk.
Definitely black whiskey. Like I tell you, it's buy one, get two free. People love that deal. I don't know. Terrence makes a killing.
My bar in town definitely helps.
Ray will
What?
kind of stroke his mustache in thought.
After a short while, the noise upstairs will stop, and Terrence will come downstairs, looking quite pleased with himself.
Not saying anything.
Sorry there, I was just grabbing a little lunch.
Sure you were.
Yes, that lunch that was definitely under the bed.
Was it a yummy lunch? In your tummy.
Yummy in your tummy.
Anyways, can I get you some drinks or food or something?
What's wrong?
You look exhausted, sir. Go on and rest.
No. Lunch break's over. Let me just wash my hands.
Yes, please
I
do.
hope you would. Because
Jin, you can come downstairs whenever you like.
Jin's taking her time. Jin's taking her time.
it's a pretty quick break. I'm gonna stop.
Your name is Terrence, is it?
Yes, that's right. Terrence Phillips.
Oh, nice to meet you. What do you have good to eat here?
Do you have food here?
Yes, we serve food. Row. It's my fault for having Zoom up instead of OBS. Yes, we have food, Row. Just because you don't eat it, we can make. Look, we got some sandwiches. We got some bread left over from the breakfast stuff.
I would like some sandwiches. Are you hungry by chance, Miss Defro?
No,
Defro.
I am starved.
Oh.
Right, we are gonna be best friends. We're gonna be best friends.
That pleases me. I always love making new friends and everything. So yeah, like my hat, my mom made it for me.
It is adorable.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, he'll order some sandwiches for everyone. So.
Yeah, great. Sandwiches come. They're simple, but they'll fill a hole. You know. Perhaps just like a beef hash or something. You know.
And
It's
also
beef hash,
Yeah,
like corned beef hash.
Yeah. You're at a travel stop. What?
I would not expect you to choose Rose's favorite actual thing. Dang. That's her favorite. She just pauses for a minute. She stares at it. There's a little bit of twinkle in her eyes and a small tear runs down her face. I need a moment. Need a moment with the sandwich.
Upstairs is taken.
I wasn't leaving the bar. What's wrong with you?
No, just letting you know. Anyway,
So I think Miss Jen, when she comes back, she'll might need a sandwich as well. So be sure to save one for her, please.
I know. Hash sandwiches are the best.
I'll order some more if she's hungry.
we've always got some.
Okay.
And the mayor comes in. Well, how's you getting on, Ray Lou? Are you getting anywhere figuring out who done blew up the post office and took all the gold?
We have the how, just not the who. Just turns out that they used black powder, blew the wall up, drank some Blackwater whiskey, and then disappeared into the night.
I was speaking to Johnny because I forgot to ask him. We got this white hair that was found at the scene as well.
Can anybody is there anyone here who could possibly identify to see what kind of creature or person it came from then?
Rome has white hair.
So does the old woman that probably one man in just the freaking.
No, she has a blue rinse.
Wait a minute. I honestly, in care, out of character, I did not know she had white hair.
Yeah, no, yeah. My character does have white hair.
Okay, I didn't know if it matched yours.
Yeah, no, literally. The whole concept is.
I didn't either.
Okay. Hold on.
At this
What's
moment, as you pause, another person walks in. It's was it Leech? Did I call him Leech?
Yep.
Yeah, the one
yeah.
undead, yeah, the one that got the umbrella stuck in his forehead.
Hey, I'm back. I've got a telegram for Ro and a telegram for Jin. You want me to read them out loud here in the bar?
No, no. Give me, Leech.
So Jen comes down around this time.
Sure.
Sorry.
Yep, telegram. You want me to read it out?
Nah, I got it.
He'll pass you both very similar notes. One says, Jin has business in, I've forgotten the name of the damn pass. Blank Pass, yep. Jin has business in Blank Pass. There'll be secret transport to get you there. The other one says, Ro has business in Blank Pass. There'll be secret transport to get you there.
Everything all right?
Quick question: does my note say Ro has secret transport to play, or is it okay?
So it's the opposite. They put in the wrong envelopes.
No, right envelope. So one is informing Ro that Jin is basically telling the two of you that you'll be going together.
Huh.
This is not. Can I talk to you outside, please?
I'm just the messenger.
Not you, Leech. But we need to talk about your umbrella. Where'd that go?
It's still right there under my new telegram hat.
See there. See, that's the one I was telling you about with the umbrella in his forehead.
You know, I've been trying to when I spot undead, kill on sight, but for this, I will make an exception.
I don't know. Leech is just a harmless little guy. She kind of pats his cheek a little bit, like his face cheek.
I can't help being mostly dead.
Hey,
I
you
understand that, sir. I just mostly pertain to those, I guess more, you could, in your case, slaves to necromancers and whatnot. And again, I've been trying to think they're enemies of the sun or something like that. I don't know.
They probably are, because they're not very good for people. Anyways, Jen, we need to talk. We need to have a little bit of spat outside.
Yeah.
Does Lou let Ro leave? As Leech leaves the establishment.
So good to meet a nice undead person. Usually they're dicks.
Yes, they are.
Thanks.
Okay, so yes, but I'd like to stealth and kind of keep within earshot.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Is it still with advantage because of the whiskey?
Yeah.
Why?
Beautiful.
Rolling like ass
Well, good news. My passive perception is 10.
Jin does not notice. What about Ro's passive?
My passive perception is much higher. It is 13.
But you've been drinking. Are you currently at 2 stages of drunk?
I should be 2 stages drunk, yes.
So it'll be -5, which would make it an 8.
So
So
it
it's
passes.
So yeah, you pass.
Sober Jin.
As I'm just saying, as a
Thank
monk.
God for the flask. Thank God.
Like dice roll wise, I've not been rolling over a 10. This is ridiculous.
You're really okay.
It
It's-
does, it does
I mean,
what it
Don't
does.
you still have a reroll though, or did you already
No,
use
but
it?
I'm
it works.
banking that.
You are stealth, technically.
I'm-
Neither of us noticed.
I am banking that for a nat 1.
So she's gonna walk you out, and she's gonna say, "So, I'll show you mine if you show me yours."
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, she's gonna pass Jen her letter. All right. Bye-bye. So tell me, for a real quick question, how on earth did someone write the same damn letter to you as they send to me?
Well, I'm assuming it's because we're going together.
No.
For some reason. Don't ask me why. You wanted to get out of this town.
No, you're starting to irritate me a little bit. No, computer. No, what are you doing? No, Cortana, stop! No, I said lost threat conversation is not. Stop! I'm so sorry.
Man, Cortana comes up at the worst possible moments.
It's like that genie in the bottle.
Where was I? You have been a little bit of a suspicious character, to say the least. Who was that guy that you took with the thunder and the lightning?
It's my job.
I understand it's your job, but do you even know who you're contracted with?
I know who I'm working for.
Who?
I don't know who I'm doing. Mr. L.
Mr. L. Can I do a wisdom check on that? Or whatever.
Sure.
Some type of-
God, do an insight check. Yeah, God. Oh, God. Please.
I'd probably have to do a history check, right? To know what a...
Insight would
What?
be better to see if. Are you trying to find out if she's learning the truth or see if you
No,
recognize
no,
her?
I'm trying to see who has a nickname of Mr. L.
Okay, give me a history then. As a side, it seems like she's being truthful.
Hey.
History. You know
Yay.
that in the history of all villains ever, no one has gone by the alias Mr. L.
What the hell?
You know for a damned fact.
Do you realize that there's been no one ever, since ever, been named the name of Mr. L? Did you just come across as...
L, so by definition, is Mr. L.
So you really don't know? He doesn't actually call himself Mr. L.
No, that's what I call him.
Oh, Jesus, Jen. I'm asking you some actual information to figure it out. For the love of God, the last thing I need is your past come and haunt me. She says, kind of frustrated, so she lets a little bit of slip that, like something that she's had to go after has actually affected her.
Is that your heart showing?
No, that is not my heart showing. That is the last.
That's what you said last night.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to take away from this, but at this point, could Lou kind of just like look at Ray, kind of make a motion to kind of get closer?
Yeah, sure. I'm assuming that Lou is staying within hearing distance. I'm assuming you can hear all of this.
Yeah. I just would like to be in earshot, but also kind of just trying to make a mention, be like, you need to hear this.
So do I need to roll a stealth check as well?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
And I have an advantage since I'm
Since you're smoky.
stuff. Yep. Oh yeah. Let's do it. I think I did that right.
You did.
14.
14. That's plenty good
Okay.
enough.
Nice.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take away from the conversation.
No, it's fine. My headphones were dying because.
You are perfectly fine. Yeah. No, you're perfectly fine.
And now I lost one, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's not.
Carry on.
So, what on earth? So you only know his last name starts with an L.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Okay,
Old
what
man.
does he look like?
Old
He's-
man.
Old man.
Older man. Trench coat, short hair, gray, and doesn't like showing up if he don't need to.
Alright. Last name, old man. Trench coat, lazy. Perfect. So we gotta do another history
I'll
check.
Carry forward your nat 20.
Yes!
You know they call him all sorts of names that sort of vaguely fits this description. It's almost more a suspicion, a myth, than a solid fact. But they call him...
You can private message if you want.
No, this is a good time to reveal, I think.
Yeah.
It's season, yo!
They some call him Kaiser Soze, others call him El Diablo. Some call him Scratch, Satan. But in Jin's case, it's all Lucy.
Ah, shit. We share a name.
So I think you made a bet with quite literally the devil. He goes by many names to hide his actual facade, but why on earth would you make a bet with such a man?
I have my reasons. So now, if you excuse me, I have something I need to take care of.
You have a lot of things to take care of for a minute. For just 1 second, I need to know what your deal is and why it accords to me.
Take it up with the devil himself, then.
How on earth do you think? How do you talk to him?
I'm walking away.
Thanks. I appreciate your little no help. Sure, I was more help to you than it was to me. She's just whining while she's walking away.
Jin would like to walk far enough distance away from town and actually contact her patron if possible.
Could I tail her real quick and just kind of like stealthily whisper into Ray's ear, by the way, I think Ro's the one who blew up the post office, and then just run, and then just...
As you start to try and tail, the mayor grabs hold of you, Lou, because unfortunately 11 is not enough to sneak away from the mayor. And the mayor's like, well, wait a minute, you were just about to tell me about who done it.
Oh, yes, that. Well, to be quite honest, it's just weird. Ro, where were you last night?
Last night I was out drinking the undead, remember?
Afterwards. Let's say around midnight?
Around midnight. I was probably in the barn.
Terrence, was she in the bar last night? Around midnight?
No, she left. That's the mayor's voice. No, she left sometime shortly after.
No, in the barn. In the barn.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, it's just...
You're fine. My accent's pretty thick. I'm from a little town not too far from here, Woodsboro. Have you heard of it?
Nope.
Well, it's a sin city.
Can't say I have.
It's a sin city. You probably shouldn't go.
So it's kind of like Las Vegas?
A lot worse than that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. So, now Terrence, when she left last night, you said she drunk the famous, someone famous under the table. What kind of vibe was she giving off?
Well, she got real fighty, and then I gave her some hair of the dog to sober her up a little bit. But she was still blind drunk, and started getting fighty like normal, and then left.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like people getting too touchy with me when I'm drinking.
Oh. We got someone who was blackout drunk, and then next morning, there's a big hole in the wall of a post office, a place that said person probably doesn't like, with all the money gone.
In fairness, that's the first time I've been to the post office since I've been here.
Well, let's find out, shall we? If you were the one to steal from the post office, well, I've only ever seen you stay at the barn. Well, empty out your pockets, and we'll check out the barn for the bag of holding.
A bag of holding.
There's a bag of what now?
Well, that's what they keep the money in.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah. The mailbag.
Yeah. Actually does make sense.
She puts her hands in her pockets. Does she feel anything other than her normal stuff?
Yeah, you've still got that bag of holding, which jingles when you hold it.
What are you gonna do with this? Gonna have to do some fucking magic trick right now.
Ray is gonna be so crushed.
She's
Why did you find the crook
she's-
in your
I know, I'm sorry. So she's gonna have to do some sleight of hand right here. So she's gonna pull what she has out of her pockets, but she's gonna try to sleight of hand that bag of or whatever that is that's mysterious to her because she doesn't remember having anything else in her pocket. She keeps forgetting that she even has that.
So I really don't mean to be a dick, but since the mayor said something about a bag of holding being in her pocket, could I make a perception check just to see it?
Perception check versus sleight of hand check. Sleight of hand versus both of your perception checks.
Sleight of hand, here we go.
15.
Come on.
18.
Damn it!
Might
It's
as
all
well.
on. It's all on Ray.
Come on, Ray. You got this.
Please
You
no.
got this.
Let's
Come
see.
on.
Let's see.
Yeah.
22. Ray, as Ro is removing things from her pocket, you hear a clink of coins rattling together, ever so gently.
There was. I hear it jingling.
You're jingling. What are you talking about?
Uh,
Ray, everything is fine.
No, my gnomish ears are very sharp.
Are they?
They are. So yeah, come on.
I'm gonna get a little closer to Ro, kind of be about 5 feet behind her.
She's gonna take a little small bag. She's like, look, you guys need to back up a little bit.
And I think that is where we will wrap up this week on a beautiful cliffhanger.
Okay, because I was sorry, because I've always been brought up to not do in party fighting, but I was like, I'm probably gonna stunning strike just to get this over with.
You did
Yeah.
so perfect, so great.
That was about the row and intimidation roll.
We'll leave it there. We'll pick up next
I was
week
like,
as
I
the
don't
mayor
wanna
looks disappointedly at Ro. Lou and Ray are accosting her as such, and Jin separates herself off for the patron thing, which
I
we'll
will
start
say
with next
Jin is holding the toothpick in her hands, and then she breaks it in half.
Okay.
And that's
If it
it.
Tee-hee. Well, everyone, we actually finished a little later than normal. But it was so good, it was juicy, I had to keep going. There were some fine melons there to be eating.
Very juicy.
Let's...
I was gonna say, I was actually worried that it would be a little too it was a little too slow.
No, it was just fine. Just fine. I had a load of fun. I was deliberately making it slow at one point. Thank you, Mildred, the post attendant.
So that's her name.
For
Okay.
love of God, Mildred.
Let's go around then. Talk about who we are, where we can find each other online, and what our favourite part of today's show was. We'll start with Milady Saito.
Hello, my name is Milady Saito. You can catch me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. When I'm not death row on Thursdays, I am actually a pirate captain of the Insanity on my Twitch, so I really appreciate. My favorite part of of what happened is actually the friendship that Ro always makes with all her peeps, and actually figuring out that there's something that's gonna be like Letter. Letter is pretty good too. So either or is good. So it's good having. Ro always makes good friends, even though she doesn't. They always turn on her every time. Every time.
I have no idea what you mean. I would call us more of acquaintances, really.
it was on the road to friendship, and then but it looks like Ro does not get her horse or horses.
I know. It's unfortunate because she needs to get those horses to the druid so she can leave town. So she's not gonna be able to get the horses to the druid. She's gonna have to leave town. She's gonna have to feel bad for it.
And
she's also gonna feel really bad because she has all this freaking money. She could just pay the horse people and left town for a while ago.
I don't know if you're keeping that stolen money.
Huh?
I don't know if you're keeping that stolen money.
well, we'll find out next week.
I don't even know if I have it. All I know is I have a bag. I know, but all I know is I have a bag of holding.
I think it was episode 4. You woke up from a hangover with a bag of holding in your pocket.
No, it was beside me. Remember? It was beside me because I found it was like it has initials of JB on it.
JC.
JC.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all I know.
Christ, it's Jesus' bag.
Next, we'll go around to V Fergie.
Hi, I'm V Fergie. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter under V Fergie. I'm trying to think of the best part. I really enjoyed with the little halfling. The eviscerator, Mildred as well, and then also getting a chance to just interact with everybody. It was fun as my little gnome sharpshooter. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Next around we have Gamer Mojo.
Hi, I'm Joe, or as a lot of other people call me, Mojo. I'm on Twitter at GamerMojo13659. I have a Twitch, but I don't stream. It's just Joe_Mojo. I don't stream at all. Been thinking about it, but I'm broke. Favorite part, I guess the Mildred parts, and I do apologize by being a little selfish, but being able to actually play this character and kind of have him on in my back pocket for a while, but haven't had a chance to. Every time I try, I always somehow go into being the Dragonborn. I'm like, okay, I like they're my favorite race, yeah, but I'm like, let's try something different. Let's be a little double guy for a change. But honestly, though, Mildred, I think made me laugh the hardest.
She's a nightmare. She should not be allowed to be maintaining any type of postal service.
I'm not gonna lie. I have ran into people like her so many times before, and if I didn't go into that place with a bad mood, I left that place with a bad mood.
Yep.
Like I could have literally been full of like pancakes or something like that, go in there and just feel like I've been drained like 8 years from my life.
Yeah. So just like any post office, really.
Yeah. Or DMV.
Last but most certainly not least, Mackenzie.
Hi! That was fun.
Character definitely had the most fun today.
That was totally also my favorite part. Not gonna lie, that was really freaking funny to me. I love Jin. She makes terrible decisions. But yeah, rolling in a 20 on a persuasion through a kid, that was great. Also, Jin has plans, I promise.
Yeah, Mackenzie was kind of DMing her logic and maybe plan. Yeah, I'll let chat decide when they know. I'll let chat decide. People are asking about a raid cry. We're not actually going to go on a raid today. I'm going to be in chat between shows because we're live again in half an hour. So I'll be hanging out in chat with y'all. And we'll be back in half an hour with Fading Footsteps by Sage Ophelia, where I play Syntagon and Abby plays Puck. And we'll be joined by 2 new role players today. So look forward to that. We'll be back again at the same time next week with more Riders on the Storm. Please check out all of the closing links that are currently going in the chat. We'll be in Discord also talking about this show. That's one of the first links. So head over there. We'll be talking about melons probably, and also
melons.
Check out our sponsors, Bird in the Storm Publishing, and especially if you liked this, Mage Hand Press, for they made the Weird West expansion, which is currently available on their store. And if you use the code MHPScrat, you can purchase it for a 15% discount. Great episode, everyone. Keep on evoking emotions. Until next time, we'll see you all later on. Bye.
See ya.